Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, That Black Woman, here again. And if it's your first time seeing me or coming across my channel, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch this video. I am so happy and excited to have you guys here today. And I don't want to waste you guys time too much. Let's just get straight to this business, the story, the gist, the whole tantalizing thing. The way your body give me something. Ticket and for us to go to for our vacation in Nigeria, our summer vacation in Nigeria, and we're kind of excited because we wanted to see our mom, but we didn't take it serious because, you know, my dad, we just know that my dad jokes a lot about this stuff. We were like, he's not going to buy the ticket, and boom, earlier this year my dad gave me like our ticket. I was like, this is you guys' ticket and you guys are going to be going to Nigeria for summer. Just like we were supposed to go for 3 weeks. Yeah, we started packing. We bought boxes. I bought a whole set of boxes. My sisters bought their own set of boxes. Like, we bought a lot of things and we're like super excited. We're so ready to go, if not because of anything, just because we wanted to see our family. We haven't seen our family in years, so we're like, oh yeah, we're just excited. And to eat good Nigerian food, we're so excited. There was a lot of things that we were craving. That's me and my sisters were craving, and we couldn't just wait to go home and eat. So fast forward to the day of our trip, which was July. My dad had laid down rules for us, like that we had to obey when we go to Nigeria. Let me list some of them for you. We're not supposed to take the water that comes in the plastic bag, you know, the pure water. Yeah, we're supposed to only take stuff that comes in the bottle. Okay, we're supposed to kneel down. Like, every time we see somebody that's older than us, you know, in America we hug, we kiss, we do all that. Well, in Nigeria, you go on your two knees as Omo Yoruba Gidi. You have to go on your two knees and greet them. I mean, we do that here with our grandma that's here and everything, but you know, Nigeria is strictly with everybody that's older than you. You have to show respect. He was telling that to my junior ones because they're the ones that kind of, you know, don't know the whole thing. I'm pretty sure it's not me. And then you have to be mindful of the kind of things you eat. You have to be mindful of just a lot of, you know, things. My dad was just making sure that we're okay, and because our body is already used to American weather and system and everything, so going back home, he knows that it's going to be probably hard for us. But yeah, the first week of our trip was, you know, sweet. We had families coming to see us. So everybody was excited to see us because they haven't seen us in a while. Everybody's like, you guys are fat, you guys are this, you guys are that. That's what I don't like about Nigeria. Like, everybody's like, you're not fat. And let's not even talk about how my uncles and aunties and all that kind of people are just asking me, where's your husband? Where's your husband? Are you in a relationship? Are you you know, all that marriage talk. I hate that part of going to Nigeria. Like, you guys calm down. I'm in my early 20s. I will get married when I am ready. We don't do that in America. We don't rush into marriage in America. First of all, gotta get that degree and get that job, and then you can marry and start having children. But for now, I'm okay carrying me. I am still a small girl. So we landed in Abuja. Mind you, we had American passports and Nigerian passport, but my junior sister, like our last born, her Nigerian passport expired like few days before our trip. So and it was one of the reasons we went to Nigeria, so she can renew her Nigerian passport, but she had an American passport, and I believe American passport should be able to take you all around the world, in my opinion. Plus, she's a small girl, she's a minor, like, who cares? But when we got to Nigeria, we're going through, before the problem started, immediately we got to immigration. This immigration guy was on our neck. Like, they were like, oh, you guys are not gonna go. And me, I don't know how things like this go because I haven't been in Nigeria and I haven't had any issues with all these government people in a while, so I didn't know what to do. The best thing for me to do was pick my phone. I was like, hello daddy, we're at the airport, and they will not let us go because I don't know, for some reason they said Kenny's passport was expired and whatever. So my dad called me. My dad was like, but she has American passport. But she's a small girl, it's not a big deal. This guy said, no, we're not going anywhere. We have to do something about it. We have to help his government. Luckily for me, before we traveled down to Nigeria, my dad gave us some naira. Like, I was ready because I knew we were going to pay to get trolley to get our bags at the airport and all that. So I had a lot of naira on me. That was how I counted 5,000 naira and gave it to the guy. I don't know how much 5,000 naira is in dollars, but I believe it's not a lot of money, Sha. I gave it to this guy. He called on another of his friends, and that one was trying to get another money from us. I was like, bullshit. Fuck you guys. Like, you already took money from me. And guess what? Right behind this guy, there was a sign that says, say no to bribery, blah, 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 blah. But yet, the guy of the immigration was taking bribery from small children. Isn't that, like, absurd and, like, the irony of life? I don't understand. But anyways, they let us go. They let us go after we paid the guy 5,000. And then we went into the airport. God, the kind of heat in Abuja airport, I think it's called Nnamdi Azikiwe airport, right? The kind of heat in Abuja airport is crazy. Jeez, like the heat just immediately you step out the door, it just hits you like in your face. I have not felt that kind of heat in a while. So when we got there, we got outside to go get our bags. We had to line up. It smells so bad at the airport. Like, I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to discredit Nigeria or whatever, but the airport is in bad condition. First of all, the escalators don't work. Let me tell you that, because I might not be telling you about my trip coming back. The escalator does not work at the airport, so you have to like literally carry your bags and go up the stairs. So we got to where we're going to get our bags. My sister had to go get 2 trolleys. Each trolley was about, I think they said 300 naira for each trolley. So we got 2 trolleys. I had to stay and carry our bags. We were able to get all 6 bags. Our bags look like they've been thrown, like literally thrown all around, because God, it was new bags, but they were in such bad condition. They were so dirty. They were so, like, some of them were even ripped at some point. I even felt like maybe they even opened my bag. Boom. Anyways, we were able to get our bags, and then we had to go through custom. Custom had to scan our bags, ask us some stupid questions, unnecessary, because I was like, if you guys want to open my bag, just open the bag. If you think that I'm carrying something, just open it and stop disturbing me, because I know all that talk is just to get something out of me, and I don't have any money to give anybody anymore. This week was really delightful. We were eating as much as we can. Like, I was satisfying my cravings. The first week we got home, I wanted, there's this yogurt I used to take when I was staying in Nigeria, Habib yogurt. It had flour in it. I got my Habib yogurt craving out of the way. Checked. I got my suya. Checked. I was living the life. Like, I literally wanted suya. Not the kind of suya that you guys eat in Lagos. I wanted the suya from Abuja, the suya from Mina, the suya from the north. You know, those kind of suya where it's made like literally near gutter, right? That's the suya that I was craving. That my father warned me. I did not listen. I had one of our family friends drive me there to, you know, eat that suya. So I went there. They cut the suya. I don't know what kind of meat it was. I didn't really care. The smell was, the aroma was top notch, and I got my suya craving satisfied. Fast forward to the following week, my dad called, was like, oh, you guys need to go to the village. You need to go to Oyo State. Like, we come from Oyo State. And I was like, oh, we need to go to Oyo State to see our grandma, because she's getting old and she wants to see us. She's missed us and all that. So the following Wednesday after we got to Nigeria, we set out on our trip. And along the way, I wanted road food. Like, I was telling my mom, like, if we get to this place we eat every time we travel to the village in Mokwa or Jeba area. I was telling my mom, I was like, you know what, when we get to Mokwa or Jeba, you guys have to stop, because I have to eat that amala or lafun. I have to eat it with begiri soup. That's what I wanted. I told her. And my mom, being the good woman she is, my mom always just does what we want. Like, she's so sweet. Like, she's just the perfect mother. She was like, oh yeah, I know you haven't had it in a while, so we're going to stop. So when we got to our driver drove us. Like, we went in our personal car, so we had a driver. So when we got to Mokwa, he stopped. Everybody, he did not eat. Did my mom eat? I think my mom did not eat also. And then I don't know, I can't remember, but I remember that I ate. Like, I ate food that was made in one kind of area that was near toilet. That my father warned me. Anyways, yeah, I ate, and I satisfied my cravings for that. When we left our house in Abuja around 6 in the morning, and then we got to the village in around 12 at noon, 12ish, past 12ish. We got home, everybody was happy. We had to obey our father and go down on our knees, because when you're at the village, you have to do what they ask you to do. So we had to be greeting. Oh my God, greeting people at the village is not easy. We had to go from one compound. My grandmother would make us go from one compound to another. My grandmother, she's so excited. She hasn't seen her grandkids in a while. Oh, my grandkids are here. We had to go and be kneeling down. Like, I have not knelt down in a while like that. When we got home, we're not staying in our family house, so we were staying in a hotel that was close by. Let me tell you guys something that pissed me off. Before we traveled, when my dad, because my dad had gone to Nigeria initially before us, when he came back, he was telling us about how nice that hotel was, how, oh, there's this big hotel in the village where, oh, they have nice stuff, they have great food, so we're supposed to stay in that hotel. My dad asked us to stay in that hotel the whole night we were at the village. We stayed in the village Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and then we left Saturday morning. First thing first, when we got to the hotel, there was no receptionist. We had to wait there. We waited for about 30 minutes before one tiny girl like this, one tiny girl, like she's so tiny, like she's like a stick figure, briskly walked in. She walked in. Kilefe. Like, that's how she actually talked. She was like, Kilefe. Which means like, what do you want? Literally, like, you're hotelier and you're asking your customers. Even though she saw us standing with boxes, like we had our hand luggages, she saw us park our car. Like, okay, she didn't really see us park our car, but yeah, she saw all our boxes, so she should know that yes, we are guests. So I didn't say nothing. I was like, we want to get a room, and she was like, oh, okay. She started telling us what they had. We're like, we just want a regular room. We want 2 rooms, one for my mom and my little sister, and then me and my other sister will take the other room. She was like, okay. She walked briskly. She was just like, you know, she was moving swiftly like somebody that is getting married, to go and get us our keys. After getting us our keys, normally when you go to a hotel, they will help you, you know, some hotels in Nigeria will help you with somebody to help you get your bags. None of that. We had to get our stuff by ourselves. We went upstairs. There was no lights. They didn't have lights in the hotel. There was no gen. Nothing was on. So they showed us to our room. She was like, "Toba dilale amaton generator for me." That means that we'll put on the gen at a certain time of the night. We're like, okay, no problem. We went in. I needed to pee, and boom, I got into the bathroom and asked me what I see. A broken toilet. Like, the top of the toilet seat was split in half. It had no half part, so when you sit on it, which I was not comfortable doing anyways, my bum would itch and hurt so badly. And then we got there. We got to the hotel. We got into our rooms, and the restroom was bad. That was, by the way. Opened the water, the sink, and there was no water. She was like, tea pump me. Like, it means they've not pumped water. Like, they've not used their pumping machine to pump water for us to use. I was like, wow, this is what my dad was feeling like. Like, my dad was like, he stayed at this hotel in the village. So the next morning we woke up. We wanted to take our shower, and we opened the water. They pumped water. Finally, we opened the shower, and it was cold water. I was like, hold up, Olamide, Amina, I will not bathe cold water, at least not in this village. If you call them, said they will not even pick, so you have to go downstairs. I went downstairs to find the receptionist that worked overnight. There was nobody there. I was looking around the whole compound. It was like empty. There was nobody there. There was no worker, nothing. Like, where are you guys? Like 7 o'clock in the morning, and there's nobody there. Finally, we found somebody, and I told us, like, hey Joma, like, we want to take our shower and there's no water, there's no hot water. What are we going to do? She was like, hey, give me, like, she said it in Yoruba. I don't know if I should say it in Yoruba. Let me say it in Yoruba so it can be dramatic. She was like,
200 abi 500 naira wa kí ló bá yín ra kerosene ká fi sínú stove ká lè fi gbómi kaná.
It means give me the sum of at least 200 or 500 naira for me to go buy kerosene to put in the stove so we can warm up some water for you to take a shower. That's what she was saying. Like, I was like, hey. At that point, I just could not take it anymore. I wanted to voice, I wanted to yell, I wanted to do something, but I was still respecting my mother and my life, because I was not ready to be killed, because you never can tell the kind of people you meet at the village. I did not argue, because at that point I was already pissed. Anything to just get me out of that situation. I dipped hand into my purse and I gave her 500 naira, only for this woman to show up 1 hour later with flimsy water, like half small. See this thing? That's this size of this thing. That's the size of the water she brought, and it wasn't even hot, it was warm. So we had to share. 4 people had to literally share like a bowl, each person had to scoop a bowl of warm water to shower. It was so bad. That was the whole experience. Also, they didn't have food. They did not, I'm not gonna mention the name of the hotel, because for some reason they did not have anything. They had a menu. Every time you ask them, do you have this, they don't have it. Do you have that? They don't have it. Do you have this? They don't have that. So literally they did not have any food. The only thing they had for one of the, like, almost our last night there was nkobi. No, actually it wasn't nkobi, it was goat meat pepper soup, and they brought the goat meat. It was tough as shit. It was tough as shit. So we literally had to go to my grandma's house to eat every time. Even the last morning at the hotel, there was no water to bathe at all. Like, it wasn't like no hot water. There was no water at all. There was no water to you know, go to the restroom. There was no water for number 2. There was no water for bathing. There was no water for praying. Nothing. So we had to literally go to my grandma's house to go and, you know, clean up, freshen up, take our shower, and then set out for our trip back to the north, to Abuja, and to Mina, my bad. And it was just like, Nigeria, which way? Like, people are traveling down, and you guys they don't even have a nice decent hotel in Orelope local government area of Oyo State. Really sad. Really, really sad. But anyways, that aside, while we were coming back, I still told my mother, stop at that place, we'll eat. I want to eat. I stopped there. I had pounded yam. Good ass pounded yam. I had pounded yam, and I think it was a 4 or so, but I had pounded yam. I was happy. I was satisfying all my cravings. I continued eating everything. My mother was staring at me like, okay, I kept eating everything. I satisfied all my cravings, and boom, we got back to Mina Saturday, and by Monday morning I felt sick. Like, I was super sick. I was sleeping all day. I was always tired. I was throwing up. My eyes started getting red. I was getting shaky. Like, I was just not myself. Like, I was not interested in doing anything anymore. I just broke down. Like, it was so sudden. Like, it wasn't like gradual process. It was just like breaking down. And I called my dad. I was like, Daddy, I'm sick. My dad was like, oh, you need to go see a doctor ASAP. I think you have malaria. And so I went to see this consultant. Like, I didn't really go to the hospital. I went to a consultant, and I went to see a medical consultant, and I went to see him. I told him about my symptoms. He asked me if I was pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not pregnant, you know, all that stuff. And then he like recommended a certain medicine for me, malaria medicine for me to start taking. And then he told me that what water was I taking, because my body's not used to Nigerian water. So I told him I was taking Eva. It was like, Eva makes fake water. So putting this out there for those of you that are going to Nigeria, if you're considering taking Eva, they make fake, so be careful what you buy. It was like, Eva makes fake water. Some of them they mix their water with bad water and all that. So I had to, you know, change my water. I had to go from Eva to Pure Life. Pure Life is the one we have down here. I think we have Nesto. Yeah, we have Nesto Pure Life. It's also called Nesto. So I had to start taking Nesto water. Okay, when that part went by, so literally all through my trip I didn't do anything. I wanted to have my photo shoot, because I wanted to have photo shoots. I wanted to go for fashion events. I had a lot of things planned out, and I could not do any of that. I was supposed to travel to Lagos and also travel to Kaduna, but I couldn't do any of that because my body shut down. Till the day I got into this country, I was sick as shit. The malaria medicine did not do anything. Everything I was putting in my body was coming back out. I was so sick. I was throwing the fuck up, like badly. I got so sick, like I got skinny. I started losing crazy weight. My mom was even scared. She was like, come and do and be going. That she come and go. That she's tired, I beg. That she come and go back to America and go and get good treatment, because it seems my body is not adjusting at all. Meanwhile, my sisters were healthy throughout the trip. They were enjoying themselves. The day we're supposed to come down, we had a lot of bags as usual, because it was 3 of us, so we're entitled to 2 check-in bags and 1 hand luggage, and then we had our backpack, so we had a lot of things. We got to Abuja airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe airport, and first of all, nobody is going to help you, like I always say. We got to where we're supposed to carry our bags and put on the scale. There were people sitting down there. We put our bag on the scale, and the girl was like, oh, it's too heavy, you have to share the things inside your shoulder. So we had to start sharing like our things, splitting them all around so the bags can be good. Meanwhile, she was just sitting there. Even though you could tell that I was sick. Like, you could, if you see me, the way my eyes were red and everything, you could tell that this girl is actually not healthy. But she wasn't even helping. But I don't really care about her. At the end of the day, it's Nigeria. One man for himself. So I was trying to, you know, struggle to get everything done. My sisters were helping. I was so weak. We passed through the girl that is weighing bags. She checked our bag, and we had to go to the airline people. When I got to, you know, the airport people, the people that will check your passport and all that, we gave them our American passport, our Nigerian passport, all the passport. They were just asking unnecessary things, which I was not up for because I was really sick. We got there, and they were using me to talk. This woman near me was talking so loudly, and she was spitting on my face. Like, I was so angry. she was spitting and talking and that. They were not even doing well. I just wanted to get out of that because it was so hot. It was so hot and I wanted to get out. We were literally like you could see us sweating, and they were talking and gisting and all that. Finally, we passed them. We got to immigration. As usual, we had to bribe our way, and I didn't even care at that point. I was ready to bribe. I wasn't ready to put any trouble with anybody, so I had to bribe my way through immigration. Not because I was only there to just because they were just asking. It wasn't like my paper was expired or anything. It wasn't like my bags were too heavy or anything. None of that. They were just, you know, madam, give us something for dinner. Madam, you're from America. You're going back to America. All this naira you have with you. So I was just giving out the money. 2,000, 1,000, 3,000. We got to the escalator as usual. Escalator was still not working at the Abuja airport, so we had to literally walk up the stairs. Me that I was super sick, walking up the stairs was problem for me. We got up, we had to, you know, sit and wait. You know, we got there early, so we had to sit and wait. Waited for like 3 hours at the airport. I was just sleeping around the place like a helpless chicken. So after everything, I told my sisters, I said I was hungry, so we had to go find food. We got to the airport restaurant, like the international departure food court, and we were trying to eat, and all they had was rice. So we had to either eat jollof rice or white rice, and I ate. I was even able to eat it because normally when I start eating I throw up immediately, but I was able to eat that one. After I ate it, it was almost time for our flight. They started, you know, boarding and all that, so we went to, you know, board, went through security, and then had to wait for our flight, and then boom, we got in our flight. And I used this pills to make me sleep all through, which I was happy that I did. So I was sleeping all through, at least until we got to, you know, Paris. Went to Minneapolis, and then boom, landed back in Dallas. And guess what? Immediately the next day I was like, this sickness will not stay in my body. I was not having it. Ran to the hospital, only to find that I have food poisoning, crazy food poisoning. So I had to flush out my system. That was how bad. All the things I was eating in Nigeria was telling my body, but I did not know. So apparently it was food poisoning that was killing me. That was the reason I was throwing up. That was the reason I was sick, because everything I was putting in my body was not staying. It was coming back out. So that was my own sickness. That was what got me. So I had to have like my system flushed out to get all those substances out. It was crazy because at the same time I was having my period. You can imagine me having, normally you have diarrhea with your period, but this was not just ordinary diarrhea. This was diarrhea that was coming from flushing of my system. I was throwing up, like every fluid was coming out of my body. So it was like crazy. That was my own sick experience. I will be discussing my sister's malaria organ failure experience in another video, because like this video is already too long, so that one will be another video. All right, so that's my whole Nigerian short experience. Other things that happened while I was in Nigeria will be at different story times, like my market experiences, my Kayamata experiences. All that stuff will be in another video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun listening to my Nigerian experience story. Will I be going to Nigeria again? Hell yes. Hell yes. Will I eat my cravings? Hell no. I will be careful of what I put in my system next time I go to Nigeria. But yeah, if you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below. Also, don't forget to put on the bell so you'll be notified every time I post. And also leave me comments. I really enjoy reading your comments. Follow me on my social media. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah, 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 mwah. Lots of love and lots of kisses. Goodbye.